Hi, and welcome to Three Questions With. Got my friend Joanne with us from Intrinsic Wisdom Coaching. Good morning, Joanne. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Kevin. Thanks. I appreciate you having me.
It's my pleasure. So I want to go right to the beginning. Tell us a little
Okay.
bit about what you do.
So I'm the founder of Intrinsic Wisdom Coaching. I'm an executive coach certified, and my passion and focus really is on leadership and team development. It has been throughout my entire career. And I built my business on it. So, what I do really with that is I work with leaders and teams and companies, organizations who are really wanting to take the plunge into rediscovering and reimagining who they are, how they lead, and really disrupt old beliefs and mindsets.
So it's interesting, Joanne, because I had this experience in my life. I was working in the bank. I was an entry-level accountant. Next thing, the boss. Then I'm the CFO, vice president. So my leadership skills kept changing. It was okay. I was managing three people. I could handle that. Next thing, I'm managing those people. Plus, I'm also part of the senior leadership team. So I
Yeah.
have to say in what's happening in the bank. And you have to keep upping your ability. And sometimes people don't have that ability. You get promoted past your ability.
Yes.
That's where you come in to be able to help mentor someone like me to be the leader I need to be at that upper level.
Absolutely. I love that you shared that example because that happens so often. You're really good at what you do, and then you get recognized, you get promoted, and then you get recognized and you get promoted. And then all of a sudden you're like, wow, hold on. How do I keep, oftentimes we keep a face on, right?
Yep.
Because we feel like we need to prove ourselves. Now we're really in charge. And that gets people all jumbled up inside, that sometimes people can pull it off and other times they can't. And then they start really losing that natural skill set that they have because it becomes overwhelming. But there's other ways to look at that. Some of it's technical coaching, if you will. I tend to go more with the deeper coaching of helping people to reestablish and reimagine who they are and what they bring to the table. And then what do you do with that? Especially now, as we're going through so much change, as we know, in the world. Not everyone, but a lot of people, as we know, are stepping back and going, whoa, wait a minute, this is how I've always done it. Especially those of us who have been working for a while, right? This is how I've always done it. I really want to do it differently now. And then younger folks are going, you guys are crazy.
Yes.
And younger folks are also saying, well, I really want to learn a lot from other people who have been doing it for a while, but how do I do that? Right. So there's a lot intertwined in that. But yes, to your point, that's what coaching is about, is really working with the person, the individual as a leader, to help them be as successful as possible, and to lead people and teams and organizations. So it's about diving a bit deeper.
One of the things you brought up was the proverbial seat at the table. And I'm finding now a lot of people don't want to be sitting at the table anymore.
Yeah.
After everything that's happened, they're reflecting on their lives and saying, there's got to be more than, we were joking before the show. I was just taught work hard, and I did. I often worked 7 days a week,
Yep.
and I became vice president. Woohoo! But now people looking at it saying there's got to be more than just working 7 days a week and getting some fancy title. So can
Yeah.
you help people, realign their lives too?
Absolutely. And that's where, like, if you visit my website, it says life, leadership, and team development coaching, right? Because I believe that it's all intertwined. And in the past, the traditional way of looking at it was you don't bring your life into it. But the reality is you do, and
Yes.
vice versa. And to your point, people are looking at, like, I don't know if I want to be at that table. Or maybe I do, but maybe not in the same way. It always goes back to that, but maybe not in the same way. Right. So, and this is a challenge I see companies, organizations, universities, small businesses. I see them going through this challenge right now because it's like, how do we change a whole company and organization when we're losing people because people are saying, I want a life too.
Yep.
So it's complicated. There's a lot to it. Yet this is where we're going. And yeah, it's about digging deeper and leveraging strengths of all people, not just the leader.
I really admire people that are willing to raise their hand and say that, though. Like,
Yeah.
I think back to my career, never would have happened, Joanne. I just would have suffered and suffered, and I never would have raised my hand saying, "Hey, help." I can't do it all anymore.
Yeah.
I admire people who have that courage because I'm not one of them.
I, I agree. I was there myself, Kevin. I was an executive director and I've been in leadership for a long time, but I've always had an intrinsic wisdom, if you will, a deeper knowing and a deeper drive to help people and companies to thrive in a different way. Yet I also worked in the old culture, and that's how I technically grew up, if you will, right? So I've always seen it. I've always done my best to help move it and shift it and shape it.
Yep.
And I worked like crazy. And now I'm looking at life work balance and really love working with individuals, is like I said, life, leadership, and team and organizations. Like, let's dig in.
Yep.
If you're ready to take the plunge, let's go for it.
So, Joanne, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can they learn more?
My website is a great way because my contact information is right there on the contact us page. It's www.intrinsicwisdomcoaching.com. I think that's the easiest way. You get to see the website and then go through it. It's not that intensive, but it gives you a broader picture of how I work, a bit of my career, and then also there's a contact us page, and you can send me a little note and or set up a 30-minute free consultation discovery session, really.
Awesome. Joanne, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Kevin, thank you. I really appreciate this. This is great.